Hello there. My name is Allison, aka the Caffeinated Creative. I love everything art, planners, journals, and all the things between. If you're new, I'm so glad you found me. I hope you like it, and if you're back, welcome back. So right now I'm working in my Hobonichi Cousin avec, doing a journal with me, and I just used whiteout to cover up some of the top that I didn't want to come through any of the printables because the printables for all of these that I use are on clear paper, clear matte label paper, one of my favorite journaling tools ever. So I am now stamping. I decided I wanted to do some stamping. And so I got a Tim Holtz stamp. That's what this cat is from. It's a Tim Holtz stamp, and decided to use clear matte label paper to give it a try. And I hadn't done this before, and I really liked the result. Truly. I didn't color it in, so I have to try that next time, like a, experiment too. But in terms of the just image, really fun. And something else fun is that those stamps I actually got on the day that I decided to use it, essentially. So, on this day that I'm using the watercolor on right now, that Monday, I had to go to Michael's, and I had done like a prepay pickup situation, but I did not have the willpower to not, of course, walk through the store. So I did see those stamps and I bought them, but that was the only thing I bought. So I was pretty proud of that. Now I am doing some printable preparation and planning. So the printables I used on this page are from quite a few different people that I really enjoy supporting on Patreon. So that little girl who is painting is from LoveLynnsLife. The Nope, Nope, Nope is from PocketJournalPam. The mug with the ghost coming out of it is from Courtney Diaz, Little Raven Ink. And then the number that I'm sticking down right now, the 11, is from February and June. So I just really enjoy subbing to them, their Patreons, and I find great value in their images. And it's kind of cool that I got to use all four of them in one spread. Anyways, so that piece of ephemera, the kind of collage that I just stuck down, there's actually, I think, a fun little story behind it. So when I first started planning, I was not into stickers, or I don't know, I just didn't really know what to buy. I didn't ever know like which sticker shop was good, which was bad, like what do I like, what's my style. And so I would, buy random stuff to try to get to know my style. And I purchased from the shop, and it doesn't exist anymore, I don't think. But they were overseas, and I ordered from them, and I kind of forgot. And when I got the Happy Mail in the mail, that envelope was gorgeous. I mean, it was within an envelope, but I loved it so much. And I've held on to that, obviously, since then. I've never quite committed to like where it should go, but I also forgot about it. So I've been doing a lot of purging and trying to like figure out what I'm keeping and leaving and, just trying to go through my stuff, spring cleaning. And I found an old planner with that envelope in it. And it made me so happy because I feel like in a lot of ways, I've always really enjoyed that eclectic style, but even at the very beginning, if that makes any sense. Anyways, I know it's a huge tangent, but while I was talking, you saw me put down a bunch of printables, and then I also just sort of glued the sides, three sides of that envelope because I wanted to turn it into a tuck spot. So that piece of paper that I decided to use, I spent some time trying to figure out the orientation that I wanted for it and decided on the horizontal. So then, of course, I decided I wanted to add some stenciling, even though I had told myself, Allison, maybe don't use a stencil this time. I couldn't resist. Ever since I've discovered the distress oxiding, I cannot stop with the stenciling. It's like a game changer because it doesn't bleed through. Anyways, so I love this stencil. It's from Diane Reevely. It's her, I don't know what it's called, but it's basically like a journaling line that she has with like inserts. And I like it because you get a lot of different patterns. The only thing I don't love is that it's hard to get it to go flat. Like, as you can see, it's meant to like be in a journal, which I don't use like that. But anyways, I really enjoyed using these diamonds. And the one thing I liked about using it after the fact versus like as the background is it looks a little bit more layered. Like I like how the stuff at the bottom like looks like it is on top of that collage. So that was a happy accident for sure. Bob Ross would be so proud. Anyways, then I grab a pen and just outline that day. That's a Sunday. And then of course I grabbed some washi. I believe I got that on jet pens. But I just wanted to sort of ground the coffee mug a little bit more. So I just grabbed whatever was nearby and sort of within the color scheme and used it down at the bottom. And then I wanted to bring it up at the top because that's generally the way my eye prefers things to look. We shall say. So then I did some journaling on that little tuck spot. And now I'm doing some journaling on the actual pages. So the reason why I chose that printable of that girl painting is because it reminded me of my daughter. And on this day, we spent a good chunk of time, my husband and I, we gathered all of her clothes from like every nook and cranny of the house and went through them and decided what she fit into, what she had grown out of, and made our lives easier, which we hadn't done in way too long. So that was the event of Sunday for sure. And then on Monday, I am now journaling about how just stressed out I have been in general. But also extremely grateful. So I'm not somebody I'm okay with change. Like oftentimes I put myself in situations where change is going to happen, but then when it's actually happening, I kind of like freak out for a second. And then I'm like, okay, I'm good. Let's go. So on this day, I just had one of those moments where I was just like a little bit freaking out about change. Nothing massive, just like some things professionally. But anyways, I am so lucky. I'm not complaining at all. I have nothing but gratitude for my life, including my work. Anyways, then I grab a paint pen and just do some little circles. I wouldn't call them polka dots, because they're not colored in. Do polka dots need to be colored in? I don't know. Let me know. What do you think in the comments? But then I think this goes along with the nope theme, because I decided to keep this in and not edit it out, because this was a moment where I decided, okay, I'm going to like keep going with the stenciling. I felt like that piece of paper was just too plain. I had already written on it, but I decided, okay, I'm going to use some black Distress Oxide ink and my stencil to make a pattern. And then I hated it. Like, I don't like that at all. Do you like that? I don't like that. So I took it out and then I cut off the writing because I didn't want to rewrite it. And then I glued it onto a new piece of paper and basically pretended like it never happened. Yep, didn't happen. It's done. Forget it. Anyways, this is how my page just turned out. Very, very normal days. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one.